to my channel. My name is Pascal Ago, and thank you for those who have been waiting. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I saw Jarvis. So, guys, you're welcome today. Please, if you can hear me, kindly put up a comment, say hi, or just put up some kind of response, please. So, guys, you're welcome today. And today we're going to continue with our questions and answers. You ask your questions and then I answer. And for the ones that I cannot answer, I'll put it down here and then I'll make a research and get back to you on it. My name is Pascal Ag once again, and in this on this channel, what we do is we actually get to talk about travel tips, things you need to know about living your country, things you need to know about surviving and succeeding in whichever country you're going to, the tips on what to bring while traveling, what to do and what not to do when you're actually traveling and when you get to your destination. Yeah, hello Sadiq, welcome Sadiq. Let's share the link and then give it a like so that more people will join us, guys. So that is what we do here. We talk more on travel tips, visa, your success, how you can succeed wherever you are as a person who's living outside of his own or her own country. So that said, I am going to tell you guys, let's kick it off with asking of our questions. If you have any question you want to ask, let's kick off with it. If you have any question, guys, let's kick off. Let's first start by sharing this. I need to apply some jelly. So guys, let's go on and let's share, please. Let's share the link. Thank you for liking, please. Let's share on. This video is going to be up uh on my channel once we are done, once we are through, so you can always check it out. You can always check the video out on my channel. So today we have a couple of things that I have stated out that we want to talk about. So if you can see that, there are some things we can talk about today, uh, aside the question that you are going to ask. So depending on the question you are going to ask, can you hear me very well, guys? Can you hear me very well? Hello Sadiq, good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. If you can hear me, just write it here. Let me know that you can hear me very well, and then we'll continue. If you cannot hear me, let me know so I can do something right away. I can check it out. So that said, I'm going to thank you, Sadiq. Thank you. Let's welcome Chiboy. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you here. Welcome. So please, let's get to copy the link of this video and share. Copy the link of this video and share. If any of you can copy the link and put here on the share it too, it will be nice. Hey Chiboy. Okay, you said no, you've been here before. Hello brother, my bad. You're welcome, all the same, you're welcome. So let's get to share this video so that more people will join us before we start up, so that more people will get to learn from what we are going to be doing today. Okay Chiboy, you're welcome back then, you're welcome back. So let's share the link, guys. Let's share the link. Once you click on the like button, then you share the link. Chiboy, can you copy the link to this video? If you can copy the link and just put it on the comment section, please. Hey Dahir Zahar, you're welcome. Welcome Dahir. Just give this video a like and then you copy the link and send to people so that more people can join us. Hey Mr. Abiola, you're welcome back. Welcome. Give the video a like and then you copy the link and share to your WhatsApp group or WhatsApp friends, your friends on WhatsApp, even on the YouTube, so they can join us. Sorry, on Facebook, your friends on Facebook, your pages on Facebook, just so that people can join us, so they can get to learn what we have to talk about today. Also, they can learn from the questions you are asking. When I'm answering the questions you are asking, they can learn from it too. So I believe it's something we should do so that more people will get to learn. Guys, I hope you can hear me very well. Welcome, Mr. Abiola. Welcome, guys. I'm trying to give us some time so that people will join, and people join so we can start up for what we have for the day. Meantime, if you want, you can start dropping your questions. You can start dropping your questions. I normally prefer to finish answering your question. When I'm done answering your questions, then before I go for mine, for what I have for the day. You understand? Meanwhile, I want to bring out aside from the updates that I may have for you guys, I want to bring out the topic we have as people, mostly guys and ladies who are actually living abroad, who are living away from their original country. I want to bring something that can actually help us, you understand, in the normal living. So it is like we need to talk about this. We need to it is a day-to-day thing about concerning our life and the way we get to move to the next level. By next level I mean marriage, you understand. So I am introducing something. Yesterday we talked about uh, if it is better for someone who is about to get married. You are a lady and a guy who wants to get married. Is it better for the lady to actually for the man who is actually he actually saved up to 15,000 dirham? Is it better for him to go back home and then go back home and do the bride price, pay the bride price, do pay for the wedding, the white wedding, and then the traditional marriage? Is it better for him to go back, considering the fact that the 15,000 dirham might not be enough? Even if he has like 20,000 dirham, it might not be enough for them to finish there and then for him to still come back on the same money. So I also told you guys that I have about 3 friends who actually went and did that, and they started from the scratch. Like they started from the beginning. When they came back here, they even had to borrow money to come back, so they could to be able to go come back so that they can start up again with their business or the job they were actually doing here. So they are starting afresh to save again. So today, if you want more of that, you can go back to the video we did yesterday, the live we did yesterday. Hello Tawaya, welcome Tawaya. You can go back to the video we did yesterday so you can I'm doing good, I'm doing great. You're welcome. How you doing, Tawaya? So if you want more of that, you can watch our previous day video on that, on the decision people actually, the contributions people made, and everything. I read it out. You hear me reading it out and all that. And then we concluded yesterday that everything is supposed to be in a way that the both persons in the relationship should consider. If the guy doesn't have the money, then let them stay here and then send money back home for things to be done on the lady's head. And at the end of the day, let everyone still be happy, and let them keep the money they have and use it for uh, for them, for themselves here. Let them use it to get themselves ready, and then maybe travel out in a couple of years. They can go back home and do the necessary things like doing the wedding and the traditional marriage if they deem it necessary. Aside that, today we have something similar like that to actually discuss. So I just want to put the topic out, then we can go to your questions. After answering your questions, then I have some updates. Everything I have updates, and I have some news to give you guys about succeeding, how we can succeed out here. So the topic I want to lay out here, let me just put it out immediately. Thank you guys. Please, can we continue? Give this video a like, and then you share the you just copy the link to the group, rather to the live, and share to the groups on your WhatsApp. You can also share it to your friends on WhatsApp or on Facebook so they can join us and learn. Thank you guys. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing. For those people who are sharing, thank you. So today the topic I want to lay out is this. As a guy in UAE, as a guy here, I'm not just talking about UAE or Dubai. I'm talking about as a guy who is living outside the country, whether you're in Turkey, any part of Europe, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in America or whichever place. What and where? Hello, Shay. Welcome, Shay. Where is it possible? Sorry, where is it better to go for a lady? Is it better for you to get a lady, get your woman, a woman that you want to settle down with? Is it better to get them from where you are staying, the country where you are staying? Let's say you are in Europe or you are in America. Is it better to get them where you are staying, or is it better to get them back home? Maybe either you go home and look for a wife, or your people back home looks for a wife for you. Is it better to get a wife back home or to get a wife from where you are living? So guys, that's what I'm putting out there. So if you know anything like a solution to this, an answer to this, you can actually let's hear you. Just type it down here. I'll read it out. I'll call your name and read it out if you have any opinion on that. I hope you guys understand what I mean. You are living abroad as a guy, and then for the ladies, you're living abroad as a lady. Would you prefer to get a man who is living abroad, or you prefer to go back home and get your own man? For the guys, would you prefer to get a woman that is living abroad with you and marry them as a wife, or do you prefer to go home? Do you prefer to go home and get a woman for yourself? Okay, that said, while we are thinking about that, I want to talk about CNAs. My updates today about CNA. Now, I want to tell CNA I'm still going to make a personal video about this, a particular video on this. CNAs, I mean, certified nursing assistants, and those people who did caregiver. Mr. What's his name? Mr. Abiola, I saw your question. I'm coming to it, please. Please share the link. Share the link. Thank you guys for liking the videos. Thank you. So for the CNAs, which are certified nursing assistant, then the caregivers, anybody in the health sector. Now, it is not just for people on the health sector. Now, I want to encompass anything you are doing. Any what's the word again? If you have any skill and you can do anything, you understand, you are qualified for the UK sponsorship. That's full sponsored program that which they are actually doing now. UK, that's United Kingdom, Britain, London. Yes, let me just call it whichever one you remember. So UK is giving a fully sponsored visa, so you can go online and check it out, whichever field you are in, whichever field you're in. But mostly they are taking, as at the moment, they are taking very well in the health sector. But other sectors are recruiting too. So what happened is this: if so, for some of you who have been listening to the news, you must have known that about last year or so, UK pulled out. United Kingdom, that's UK, they pulled out from European Union, so they are no longer under Europe. UK is no longer Europe. So uh, when they actually did that, months down, it started affecting their economy. You understand? So it is making them, I mean, people started leaving and all that. It affected their visa and everything. Expats started leaving their country. So what they are doing now is this: they are recruiting to fill back all those spaces. So because of that, they are doing full sponsorship. If you can get, the only thing you need to do is to go online. I will give you guys the link to the website that you can use, the official website, www.gov.uk, to find out if a particular company is genuine or not. So you just go onto the website. You can equally go through the website and try to find out those jobs from those companies. So what do you need? How can one get jobs, and how can one get sponsored by this free visa? Yes, it is full sponsorship. You understand? So that means when you get taken by any of these companies, when you get recruited or employed by any of these companies, you will be given free accommodation, free transportation, and free visa. That means your flight ticket will be free, sponsored by the company, or rather I think it is their government which is actually sponsoring it, because most of those companies are actually going down. So there is some kind of agreement between the companies and the government. So the government is trying to bring back the economy into shape. So they are helping the companies to bounce back, doing for the fact that most of their expats, or most of the expatriates who are working with them, have gone back home, which are mostly from people from other European countries. So they are trying to fill in immediately, and so it is actually in this place that it can help us, uh, all African countries. You can easily apply and go to Europe, especially if you have any skill at all, if you have any certification at all. If you don't have, you can equally try and get it, because from the news we got, the program is going to last till like next year, February of next year. So that's like 1 year. That's 1 year, 1 year from now. So it means the only thing you need to do is to go online. You can go online on Google and just Google fully sponsored jobs in UK. Fully sponsored jobs in UK, or you type fully sponsored tier 2 jobs in UK. Tier 2 is TIER, then you write 2 normal. Fully sponsored tier 2 jobs in UK. It will give you the list of those jobs. You understand? And then there is something I want to tell you guys, please. It's like just be careful. Any of these companies that you are applying and they ask you for money, please don't give anybody any money. Don't give any money at all. Please don't give any money. Now let me go back to you before I continue what I'm saying. Let me go back to your question. You said, Mr. Abiola, I said, what is the update on work permit for Nigerians in UAE? Okay, Mr. Abiola. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for liking the video, and thank you for all those who are sharing the link. Thank you. Please continue to share the link. Mr. Abiola, I'm going to tell you there is no official ban for Nigerians living in UAE as per work permit is concerned, any visa. But the what we keep seeing, we are still seeing what we keep seeing, which is the fact that most people are still having difficulty renewing their visa, their work permits, which actually translates to them not being able to renew their visa. You understand? So that is still lingering. It is still lingering at the moment. So when it actually gets to ease up, we'll be telling you the same. So right now, the only way through is if one can raise money, raise some cash, and go and apply for their partnership visa. You understand? Which is quite costly at the moment. You understand? In my previous video, I actually told you guys that yes, it is actually supposed to be from between 9,500 dirhams to about 12,005. But when on a deeper checking and later on I checked, you might see some who are doing at 9,000 or 9,005. So the only thing is to be careful. Let it be someone you know. I am not disputing the fact that there is a company that can do it 9,000 or 9,500 for you. I'm not saying that they are not genuine. They can be genuine. We just need to be careful about it. So anybody that is actually making the visa for you, make sure you know the person, at least you know someone who knows that the person has done visa before. You have seen someone he or she has done the visa for before and it is successful. That says the reason for to be careful about this, about that, is because uh my dear, So many companies are folding down, and they just do is they just go and announce that yes, they have slots and that they are selling it cheap. Some of them might sell it as cheap as 7 8 thousand just to attract you. When they finally attract you and then get your money, within a few months you'll be hearing that the company is down. You might even incur some debts, because if you're a partner of a company that is down and they are owing the government, you might have some issues. Might be having some issues, because it means if you're a partner in the company, you're a shareholder of the company. So that means you will share in the debts if they are owing the government. That means you have to so that's what we need to be careful about. Okay, especially for those who are giving you cheap visas. And I'm not saying that they are bad. Now what I actually realize is that if you really want this in a good visa, you should be budgeting around 10,500 to about 14,000. And you can actually do it by installments. You can do it by paying by installments. You can do it by depending. Just plan with them. Just plan with the people with the office, and then they can get to let you know on how to do it. If it's difficult for you, you can chat me on my Facebook, and then we talk about it, and then I get to direct you to the office that can help you do that. Maybe with 6,000 or 7,000, they can kickstart your the process. But what they take normally, I think, is about I'm thinking is about 10,500, also 10,500. I think that's what they are actually taking. But then they can do the visa for you. It will come out. What will happen is they will hold your passport and stuff, and then you have to pay up like after a few months, like after 2 months. They give you like 2 months extra when the after the ID is out. They give you 2 months extra to pay up. So that is it. That is the update on that particular one, Mr. Abiola. Guys, you can ask me any question, anything you want to know. Like I said, if I cannot answer now, I write it down and get back to you on that. So going back to our talks about the caregivers, CNAs, or any other job that you're doing. It can be accountant, it can be IT specialist, it can be telesales, it can be anything at all. It can be accounting jobs. You can actually get to. You're welcome, Abiola. You're welcome. It can be any job that you want to. Office clerk. You can look for it on www.gov.uk. Try to chart it out, try to search it out, and then you can equally google fully sponsored jobs or full sponsorship jobs in UK. You can write tier 2, UK tier 2 program. Tier 2 is TIER, then write 2. So that's it. With that, you can get a job. You can get to apply. You see a list of companies, and then in UK, you can get to apply to them. When you apply, they can when they shortlist you, they can get to call you or contact you on your mail for interview. Guys, one thing you need to be very careful is once you apply, uh, of course there are so many there's not much, but once you need to apply, if you want to apply, make your CV and your cover letter very rich. If you cannot, try to google online on the cover letter that concerns each of the field you want to apply for. You see, everything is online. You can always google about something, just google about it, and then try to get the sample of the CV or a sample of the cover letter that you want to use. You can see it online. Mix about maybe three of them online. Change the words. Yes, it's always better good to change the words. When you're writing your cover letter, endeavor to put in some things. Never to put in some things that concern the particular job. Look for the job description of that particular um, job you're applying for, that particular position you're applying for. Look for the job description, and then on the cover letter, you can write of the achievements you have achieved, of the things you have achieved in that thing, in that particular job. in that particular field you want to apply for. So try to write all those things, and then it's just all those things are just to convince them, just for you to scale through, because they will be getting other applicants too. They will be getting other applications from other people, other candidates who are equally applying for the same job. So that is it. That is what you need to do. Then on your CVs, just try as much as possible to make it convincing enough. When you put things, put the places, the certifications you have, the experiences you've had in the on the field, and then the your job objective or your summary, which is the normally the first thing we write on the top. The summary or the job objective should be uh, uh, encompassing of the job description. You understand? Pick some things on the job description and then get to write them. Guys, please let's share the link so that more people will join us and learn this. This is something that people need to learn about. So if you have any contribution, let me know. How cold is the winter there? It's not too cold at the moment, but Mr. Tawaya, it's not too cold. It's not too cold. It's just everything is just mild at the moment. Everything is just mild, but from maybe March, April, it's going to start getting hotter. You understand? It's going to start getting hotter. It's still a bit cold now. Still a bit cold. We don't put on the AC yet. We don't, except maybe if someone is working in maybe you're working in like a construction company that maybe you go outside and all that. So right now it's quite still cold, not too cold, but not hot either. So that's it. That's the weather here. I asked a question earlier about a topic we have to discuss today. Where do you think we can get it is better to get a woman for a wife? Is it where you are living abroad, or you should go back home? Hello, Victor. Welcome, Victor. Is it where you are living abroad or you go back home? For the ladies, where do you think we can get or we should get a man? Is it abroad? Is it better to get a guy abroad for marriage, or you need to go back home? Is it better? Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Victor Ifeanyi, thank you guys for sharing. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Victor. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Pascal. Okay. You're doing a good job. Thank you. God bless you too, Mr. Ifeanyi. Bless you too. So if you have any question you ask, I'm here to ask your question, answer your question. Then we'll continue with this. So that is how you can get the job once you are shortlisted for any of the UK jobs. They will call you, they will tell you for a date of interview. Normally they do two interviews depending on the company. Some will just do one interview and you're qualified. You understand? It depends on how you are able to convince them. Your ability to convince them is what actually will determine if they will move to the next level of interview or not. But always expect like 2 interviews. So once you convince them and they qualify, you qualify, they take you. It is just they will send you the offer letter for the job, or the employment letter for the job, and then with that employment letter, that is what they will use to start processing your visa. They will request for some documents from you too. They request for some documents from you and all that. So they might as well request for IELTS. They might as well request for IELTS. So IELTS is always is always something that they normally go for. You understand? So they might be asking for that. So you should possibly get ready for that. But at the end of the day, the transportation, your flight, your transportation, they are going to be taking care of that. Your visa fee, the visa payment, the money for your visa, they will take care of that. You don't need to pay anything. You are not paying anything. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have money for yourself, money on your own. You understand? You need to have something for yourself. Even they are, yes, they are even going to provide accommodation, and when you get there, they will still train you for the job. Even if you're a professional, they will still train you for the job. Even if you don't know, they will still train you. So your ability to convince them during the interview really matters. So for those jobs in UK, any job, anybody at all can apply, depending on the sector or the field you have experience on, or you have interest to work in. So you guys, is anybody answering me any of this question that I asked? Where is it better to get a woman as someone living abroad? Is it back home or here? If so, why? Okay, I have quite a couple of things, but before that, let me uh, warn you guys, please. I should have said it in the beginning, but everybody should please. I would like you guys to be aware of these phone scams that is going on in UAE at the moment. People who are doing so much phone scams, what they will do, they'll call you. Mostly, it's all these Indian guys. They will call you, and then they will post by the name that they are Mohammed. They will be speaking so fast that their name is Mohammed, and they are calling you. Some of them will say they are calling you from Do. Some of them will say they are calling you from Etisalat. Some will say they are calling you. I think the popular one is they are calling you from immigration. That's what they tell you, and then they tell you that your WhatsApp will be blocked. They will be so fast that you cannot ask them any question. You understand? Sometimes they say they will connect you to so person, and then when they drop, another person will actually pick up and call you back. You understand? They do it so that you will think it is from the office. So you guys should be very careful. So what they do is they just tell you that your WhatsApp is about to expire. That they will send a code to you. That when you get the code, you should send to them so that they will use it and activate, so that your WhatsApp uh, will not expire, will not stop. My dear, don't do that. And immediately they are doing it, they are saying it, you will see a code immediately while they are still on the call with you. You see a code that will come into your WhatsApp, to your phone immediately. If you make the mistake of calling those numbers to them, they will hack your WhatsApp. Your line is gone. I have someone, they have done it too. They have equally tried it on me, but they did not succeed. I just kept cutting the call off. Immediately I heard about what they are saying, I just kept cutting the call off. Maybe some of you must have experienced that here too. Has any of you experienced that? So many persons on the WhatsApp group I actually am, so have been complaining about this and all that since day before yesterday too. Mine happened last week. You understand? So they called and he introduced himself as Mr. Mohammed from immigration, and that I should my number is actually will expire on WhatsApp. That if I should send him the number that he will send, that will come to my phone. That if I don't send it, that my WhatsApp will go off. Blah blah blah. This fast forward till today, I'm still using my WhatsApp and nothing has gone wrong. I cut him off after everything. He called back again. I kept cutting the call. He realized I already know what he knows, but I already heard from people that they actually succeeded. They succeeded in some people, and their WhatsApp is no longer. If you make the mistake, your WhatsApp will stop, your number will stop. So be very careful about that. I don't think uh, they are calling with normal number. So if at all do or immigration is going to call you, I don't think they don't even call people. No, I don't think they call people like that. Even if they want to call, it shouldn't be the normal number. It should be at least 04 something or 02 something. All those official numbers and all that. So using the same 05 something plus 9715 something something to call me, you guys should be careful about that, please. The WhatsApp scamming is too much now. It's so much. So let's be worried about that. Let's know about that. So the next thing I want to talk about, a couple of days ago, someone specifically, I think Didi Wimo, asked about tips on side hustles or side businesses that one can do to be able to save money. I don't know if she's here, but if she's not, I think I told her about this live. Definitely, possibly she's going to still come late, but I want to tell you guys, I did a couple of little research. I think I still have a video on that, on businesses you can do. It's right on my channel there in case anybody want to see that. just side hustles you can do on your own. Side hustles you can do on your own to get to ask your questions, guys. If you have any question to ask, you can type it at the comment section, and then I will talk about it. I'll answer it, and then once I finish, I continue. Once I finish, I'll continue with my own. So if in absence of no question yet, just type your question, but if you can't, I will continue. Thank you for liking the video, and thanks for sharing, guys. Thank you for sharing the link. So guys, I'm going to talk about the side hustles. The side hustles you can actually go into as someone who's living abroad. So the first thing I want to talk about is, for a guy and for a girl, any of you, you can become a hairstylist. You understand? For the guys, you can become someone who you can go and learn how to cut hair. You understand? There are guys who equally do the ladies' hair. You understand? They equally learn how to make hairs for the ladies. So the ladies like that. So if you can do that, I believe you'll be making your money. So you can actually get to become a hairstylist. Now for the guys, if you can, if you're good at that, you can be going from house to house, home to home, to actually render home service by just buying at least 2 or 3 clipper. If you can, hair clippers can actually help in that. Or you go around and then the people, you use their clipper, to actually shave them, both shaving and cutting the hair, everything. Just make yourself affordable enough so they can call you anytime. You can get a bike, you can get a scooter, you can get anything that you can use to move around, and use the with the help of the public transport, you can equally succeed in that. For the ladies, you can equally do the same. Home service is always the bomb. You understand? So if for the ladies, and you can do that home service of a thing, bring down your service charge. Be able to do it, and do it fast enough, not keeping your clients waiting. It is always a side hustle that you can live on. Then the next thing on the side hustle is fries, any kind of fries. Frying chin chin, like the flour, making it grading some flours, mixing it up with things like butter, milk, sugar, mix it up, oil, whatever it needs, and then you cut it into pieces and then fry. And then you say you can equally fry meat, you can equally fry fish. You understand? Just a kind of fry these things, and then garnish it with some maybe vegetables, and some green vegetables, and some pepper, and onions, and tomatoes if possible. Garnish it, and then you can take it around. I'm talking about something you can do on your own. You can even do it and package it by packaging, depending on how you package it. Get these plastics, and then package it. Just package it, and then you can either go use it and go to where you're working. You can use it to give people where you're working, and then they get to pay you as much. As just make it affordable, and it will be nice. I believe it will be nice to be something that you can actually get to use as your side hustle, so that's one of the things. You can fry those meat, you can fry anything. Then next is a beans cake. People are actually craving for beans cake, the one popularly known as akara bean cake. You understand? So if you can get the beans, be able to grind it and do the stuff here, beans cake. The other one, moi moi, and all that. If you can do that, it will be so nice. You understand? So nice. Which one is actually called beans cake? Is it akara or the moi moi? Which one is beans cake, guys? So you can actually get your money from this particular stuff that I'm actually mentioning. Those are the side hustles you can actually start up with. I have guys who are actually doing the frying. You don't even need to see girls. Seriously, I have guys who are actually doing the meat stuff. They fry the meat. They actually do the meat, fry it, and then garnish it and start selling. Thank you guys for sharing the link. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for liking the videos too. So Abiola, you said get your spouse from wherever you like, but study your would-be spouse to be convinced if he or she is genuine. May God help us on that. May God help us, because even we, the guys, are not we are not so, how do I put it? We are not interested to, even them, they should be studying us, I believe. And my brother, they should be studying us. What do you think, Abiola, Mr. Abiola? What do you guys think? Okay, thank you for your contributions there. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your contribution. I believe it is vice versa. It is if you do me, I do you. So as you're studying your woman, your wife to be, or spouse to be, your spouse to be should be studying you too. You understand? So you should as well try not to implicate or do anything that could make her think otherwise. You understand? So guys, we have a topic here for you guys who don't know. We have a topic here. The topic is, where is it better to for you to choose your wife from? Is it from abroad where you're staying, or from back home? And for the ladies, where is it better for you to choose your man from? Is it better to get a man abroad where you're staying, or to get your man back home? If you know the answer to that, you can let us know, and let us know why. Yeah, Biola, you say the guy is called my line too. That okay? That they are from police department asking their stupid questions. My brother, we should be very careful. We should be very careful. We should just be very careful with those guys. Those are the ones, the people that gave them, the people who actually gave them their numbers, the numbers. Because once they call you, the number will appear on your phone. If you should mistakenly give them the number, they speak so fast that you won't have chance to ask them question. If you should mistakenly give them the number, your WhatsApp is gone. Your WhatsApp is gone. Good evening, Mr. Demozo. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Demozo. Have you shared our link today? Guys, copy the link, share on your group, let people join us, and then give this video a like. Let's continue, please. Thank you for liking the videos, and thanks for sharing. For those of you who are sharing, thank you. You are late, Mr. Demozo. We have said some things about recruitment in UK, so you can scroll back, and you actually get to listen to what we said. Recruitment in UK and free sponsored jobs. You wouldn't have to pay things. Our topic for the day is, where is it better for you to choose your spouse? Is it back home, or here in abroad? Where is it better? Contribute on that, and then you can ask your personal questions which you want to ask, and then we'll continue. What I'm actually discussing now is side hustle businesses that you can just do on your own. Side hustle businesses. So another thing, aside from the frying of bean cakes, we talk about frying of fishes and meat. Another thing, the next thing is a cleaner, becoming a cleaner, just a cleaner. Yesterday I was actually just with my phone. The next thing, someone posted on the group that they need a cleaner for the day, that per day they are going to be paying the person per hour. That per hour they are ready to pay 25 dirham per hour. So I asked the guy, I said, how much really can you pay the person 30 dirhams per hour, and how big is the place the person is going to be cleaning? Another thing is, I hope the person is not going to be rushed, because there is one thing there. If you say per hour, if I'm the person who's going to work, I'm definitely going to be relaxed. I'll just relax so that it will enter the next hour. The cleaning will enter the next hour, so you will pay me better. I'll use 2 hours and clean what I can clean for 1 hour. You understand? So everything depends. So, and I cannot transport, I'm just using myself as an example as the cleaner. I cannot transport myself to your place, and then I'm going to transport myself back and all that. I still have rent, I still have feeding, and then maybe you end up just giving me 20 dirham as he said. So I just told him that 30 dirhams, and then at least in a day 60 dirhams. let's say someone who doesn't have a job, or someone who has a job but is can use it as a side hustle. You understand? So aside that, you can also offer to clean people's apartments on your own. People's apartment, people's the restroom, their restroom. Try to get some chemical so you can be different from others. Get some chemical that is not harmful to people, not harmful to the human being, and then get to learn how to clean those things, and try to clean it well so you can be different from the normal cleaning that they have been getting. So when they come in into the bathroom or into their restroom and it smells nice, smells way better, they will always call for your services. Those are the kind of side hustles you can actually get to do. You, as you find out that if you continue that and you have like a church where you actually go to go for worship, and you advertise that you do such things, they can just do it to help you. You just bring that mind of they should help you, that this is what you're doing since you're still looking for job. By the time, whether you're a guy or a lady, just be honest about it. And when someone leaves the apartment for you, please be very meticulous and in handling whatever they actually left behind. So just do your job, and then believe you me, if you do your work well, you can have like a day you can be cleaning up to like maybe 4 to 5 places. And if you should get like multiply, let me just use the worst case scenario, 25 dirham per hour, and then you stay to 2 hours each house. That means 50 dirham from each house, 50 dirham every day from each house. And then depending on how many houses you go to, you know how much you make in a day. In a day you can make up to like if you go to 5 houses, that's 250 dirhams. If you're getting 250 dirhams per day, I don't think you'll be looking for a job. I don't think in a month you'll be raising money. In 2 3 months you'll be raising money to actually make your own personal visa. You understand? So those are the things. I equally did this on my video featuring what you can do as an overstay person to actually legalize yourself. That's why you see the what I put on this video as my backdrop, as the thumbnail, the picture you see before joining this video. So guys, that's one of the things. Being a cleaner is one of the things that you can actually do as a side hustle. Thank you for liking the video, guys. Thank you for sharing too. Please give this video a thumbs up, and then copy the link and share on your WhatsApp, please, on your WhatsApp group, and on we can many people can join us so they can learn. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you. At another African queen, you came late today, my dear. You came late. So the next thing that you can do also is importation of native wares. You can import native wares, like bring in native wear. People are actually looking for those things. You understand, that they actually get to wear back home. People are looking, believe you me, people are looking for it. I was in the business a few months back. I just decided to stop. I was in the business a few months back, and seriously, the people who indicated interest, if you can get someone who can get to sew the cloth for them, take their measurement and sew the cloth for them, people wants to wear that native wear that they actually wear back home. They still want to wear it, go to church here, go to occasions they want to go to. They, the way other tribes like the Pakistans, some and some Indians actually show off their native wear. Some people still like that native wear in Africa, that they get to like share it. Welcome, guys. I greet you too, Mr. Alfred. Alfred, I greet you. God bless you too. Uh, Another African can say, good side hustle, my go-to job if I don't get a job on time. I think while you are actually, when you come in and you get a job, even if you are working, you are, how do I put it? When you come in and you're going for a job, I believe it's okay for you to make up your mind now before you even come into start on something you want to start up immediately, so you can start it immediately in the same time you're going for a job and everything. You understand? Like start the side hustle hand in hand so that you can easily decide if you want to continue with the side hustle. That might be your calling, you don't know. You understand? And it's not about starting the side hustle. Some of the people who actually start by frying those fishes, those meats and all that, they end up opening restaurants. You can open a restaurant that you might just be just frying of things. You only sell fries. You can be frying plantains, potatoes, yam, the meat and the fish. Yes, it can just be that, and then you can be frying the flowers. That's chin or something like that. It can just be that, an outlet for just fast food. That is how fast food restaurants actually spring up or start up. So don't look at it as something that is small. It is not. You can start up your own, register your business, and then you start employing people. That is how most restaurants and most fast food outlets started. You understand? So that's one of the things. You don't have to look down on it. As a cleaner who is going from home to home, you can equally start. You're now doing it and you have so much customers. You employ one person, employ the third person, you give them the contacts just for them, you teach them how to do the cleaning. Let your customers know you are the one sending them. Then that is how you start up a company. You can get your own visa. You register those people you are actually employing for the job under your visa. Just make sure you train them enough to know how you do your own cleanings. Give them the same chemicals you use in going to those places for cleaning. Let just remember, guys, let the chemical be very let it not be harmful to humans. You understand? So those are one of the things. Before you know it, you have an office and you might not even be the one going on those streets to go and do any cleaning. Might not need to clean again. Yes, it is very possible depending on the plan you have for yourself. You might be having in months or maybe in a year or two, you might be having an office of your own. Your own will just be to go around, employ people, and then go around and supervise them. You understand? And then, of course, if you want to expand it, cleaning company is a very lucrative business down here. You understand? So it is something you can do. You and I can do. We are still. I think I introduced importation of native wares and all that. So the native wears, once you can find a tailor, a good tailor, it has to be a good tailor who actually knows how to sew. Once they can sew that, it is very nice. People are looking for how to get native wears. You understand? Current native wears with good material. Once you can do that, it is a side hustle you can open on your own. You don't need to be the one to sew it. You can, once you get a good tailor and a good supplier of those materials, you are good to go. Finish. You just need to advertise it, advertise the material that you have it in groups, WhatsApp groups and all that, church groups, and then people will get to ask you about it. You understand? Once they ask you, be honest to them, tell them the prices. When they get to pay you, you deliver. They give you their measurements. Some people don't even need the measurement, just they can just buy the material from you, and then you send it to them, as easy as that. Some have their own tailors, they can help them sew. So for some of them who don't have, you make sure there is a tailor. They just take their measurements. People can actually do the measurements and then send to the tailor. The tailor will sew it and it will be nice on them. You understand? So try that. It is a lucrative business. That means you are just at the comfort of your own home using your phone to just make the business happen. You don't need to be the tailor and you don't even need to be the seller of the clothes. Just have those contacts and you join them with the people who need them, who are the clients. That's all. So that's the thing. The next is the food item store. Opening a food item store. People might actually get to say that this particular one is actually everywhere, but believe you me, it is not everywhere. It's not everywhere. Even if it is everywhere, most of the things they are selling, some of the things are quite costly. Costly in the sense that uh, it is exorbitant. You understand? Yes, it is good for it to be everywhere, because if it is not, if for instance it's just one person, you just imagine how much the person will be selling just because they are the only one. So when you come to them and they are actually selling that particular thing, they are the only ones, it will just skyrocket it. So it's better for many persons to actually go into it. So if you can, you can import food items. You can import food items and then get to sell the African egusi, the yam, the potatoes, African potatoes. There's any other thing you think it is okay and possible to actually import and sell. The Maggi, the spices we have back home, the pepper, the tomatoes and stuff like that. It could be fresh one, the leaves and all that. It could be a fresh one. It could as well be a what is it called, a dried one. You understand? So food stuff is still going through. Now for an advice on food stuff, if you can, you can go to all these remote areas. There are areas in this UAE where our people are, where we have a number of our people, our persons, but there are not much uh, African stores. Places like all these Alain, Rasakema, Fujairah, and all that. You understand? There are not much African shops over there. So if you can open there, it's something. It's something good. That said, while you're doing the African store or shop, if you are allowed, you should be careful about this next one I want to talk about. So if you are allowed, you can bring in the native all those native roots and herbs. Roots and herbs, you understand? So the roots and herbs for traditional or herbal kind of healing, or the herbal drugs and all that. So you should be careful about that. It might not be okay with these people down here, with the law down here. So you should be careful about it, if because there are some things that if when you carry them and it is not allowed, they will seize it up at the airport. So you find out how, if it is possible, but I don't think they will arrest anybody for it, as far as it is not a contraband. Sometimes the way these people actually do it is I've even seen someone who carried a contraband, like all this the white powder. I don't want to call that name, the white powder and stuff like that. So they caught the person at the airport, but his countenance showed he did not know, because he was actually given a bag to deliver by someone. So when it comes to that, I don't think they get to arrest you and all that. They just seize the stuff and then let you go. You understand? But most of the time, they actually know that some people actually fall victim of such things. So the law down here will actually consider you and all that. So when it comes to herbs, so they might actually just pick it up if they are not okay with it, and then you can equally just put it inside your bag, find a way to just conceal it a little, and then it's coming. You come in over here and then use it. Some people get to use alcohol to actually take it. Some people use water, whichever one they use. So it's okay. At least you're making money. It's a side hustle. It could be a side hustle for you. The next thing is phones. Phone. You can actually be sending phones from here to back home. That's mobile phone. You can actually be selling it. Get the second hand. I said it on the previous video when that question was asked, where I said most phones that are actually rampant here or popular here are iPhones and Samsungs. Well, that's what you will see here, and those are higher value or higher quality phones. So you can as well get the fairly used ones down here, buy them cheaper, and then send them back home and sell it. You understand? Thank you guys for liking, and thank you for sharing. For those of you who are sitting behind, thank you, thanks for sharing the link. So those are one of the things you can actually do the business with. If any of you wants a connection to someone who is actually selling phone, I have someone I can recommend to you. uh, he actually sells quite cheap. So you can get phones from the person's store and then get to do your business and send back home. They sell good stuff. If it is not okay, you can return it back and then they change it for you. You understand? So you can buy those stuff, send them back home. Is a good business, and it could be as a side hustle for you too. Another thing aside the phone is the phone accessories, your charger, your phone casing, phone cover, earpiece, the AirPod, everything concerning the phones. You understand? Even the Bluetooth radio, Bluetooth this, Bluetooth that, anything Bluetooth. You understand? All those are kind of accessories that you can use to enjoy music and all that. You can buy those stuffs here and then send them back home. You understand? It is very possible that you can do such. Just get the models that they don't have back home there, or you ask them for the model they have there, ask them for the price, and then compare it with the price here. When it is okay, if it is okay and you think you can make money from it, then why not? You buy it from here, send back home, and get to do your business. Once you have someone who's trusted back home, definitely. Guys, you can ask any question, please. You can ask me any question. Sorry, I did not say this question before I continue. Mr. Victor Ifan, you said, uh, when did you put this? Sorry, it has been more than 10 minutes. Victor, I'm sorry. I hope you're here. Is this side hustles for those in a particular emirate like Dubai and Sharjah? I am asking because if one wants to start sending stuff back home as a side hustle, Dubai Emirates. I stay in Resakema. Mr. Victor, you stay in Resakema. That's a good one. But once in a while, you can actually come out and do this business. What you just need for businesses mostly is to have a contact. If you have a contact like the mobile number, you can always chat them and know when you can go and do it. Plan yourself and know the day you can go out for it. You know you're going out for this business. Immediately you finish getting the stuff, that's, you must have contacted them to make sure the goods are okay, the goods are ready. So once you just go there and contact, once you contact them, you go, they say it is ready, you go there and then make your transactions. After everything, you send the ones you have to send back home. Just use your free day and do that. You might as well, if you don't have a free day, you might as well lose one day. If it is going to give you more money, then why not? You understand? In for instance, me, on the days I'm doing some courses and all that, I'm doing some courses, some trainings, and I know I need those trainings. And my school is doing, sorry, my job, a job they are doing somehow. My brother, what I just do is I just go off on that day. Seriously, when I calculate the money I'm going to get in that business and the job for that day, how much am I going to lose? My brother, I just run and go and do the course and all that. Some businesses do come for me sometimes. Like for now, for me, sometimes I do write or help people write some kind of trainings or exams, or help them kind of it's a side hustle for me. So don't don't blame me on that. I can just sit down and give you points. For instance, I can just sit down. If you're writing like a safety exam, give you points on what to write on, but I'll tell you, you'll be the one to develop it. So that's just, I just tell you how to go about it, and then you do your thing. So things like that. On your own, you can actually get to make out a day. Once you calculate the money you can make from it, then everything is settled. You understand? So Rasakema or not, you can still do it, my brother, Mr. Victor. You can do it. So how do I locate people before having access to their homes to start my cleaning work? From your church. Start from your church, my dear. Start from your church. If you have someone here, you can make friends with them. You understand? Start from your church. Then look for places where blacks are living that much here. Look for places. And one other thing you need to know, once you want to go into this kind of thing, cleaning job, you need to sell your shame. Like, sell face, sell away your face. You don't need to be seeing anybody. Like for me, for instance, people were asking me, or rather I have friends or colleagues who want to go outside and shoot videos. They keep asking me, how do you go outside and carry camera and start shooting videos? I mean, it's weird. They kind of tell me it's weird. People will be seeing you shooting videos, and I ask you, are you really interested in doing that, or you just want to do it because others are doing, or stuff? You understand? When I look at you and I look at myself and say this is what I want. When I'm doing it, I am not seeing anybody. If you see me and you think it's weird for you, it is weird for you. It's not weird for me. I'll do my thing, and I only me know the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand? I get the information I need. I video the this, and most times it's not just about talking and talking. Sometimes you get information for people by showing them pictures on videos of places or things around you. You understand? You show them how things go on. So some of the videos that I do that are vloggings are just to show people who have not been here what this place looks about, or looks like, or what it's about, or how you can actually, what you're actually going to meet when you come here. And for those who are here and you have not been to some of the places, because in time to come there will be videos on this place, on this channel, that will show you some places that maybe some of you have not been to, even for those who are here. You understand? So it's going to be a encompassing of so many things, not just about giving information. We pass information with videos too, by vlogging places that we go to, so that people will get to learn. So my dear, you can start from church and all that. Look for a church. It's always a better place to start. Then there are circle of friends. Try to belong to a WhatsApp group. If you don't have one, I have a current WhatsApp group that encompasses people from back home and people who are here. So it encompasses both people who are here and people from back home. So you can always get added on the group, and then you can always advertise yourself and tell the people in the group that, hey, you can render so services. In the group, I normally see people who cook, and then they put in all these plastics, arrange it, and then take pictures, put their name and their mobile number, and then they tell you that food is ready, this one, that one. Before you know it, people start making orders, and that's how they get their side hustle without needing any job. They exist in such groups. Some people advertise the bed spaces that they have, and then they get to get people who fill up those bed spaces. That is their side hustle. You understand? Some people actually tend to advertise, and they tell you they can help you with these services of attestation of your documents back home. They can help you. Some people help you even to sometimes they say they help to get slots and all that. I mean, those are the things. You network from the WhatsApp groups, from the churches that you go to. So there are so many places you can even meet people on the road and all that. Just sometimes you can go into a particular. You can. I have someone. What she did was she printed. She made a design, put her name, put the just named the kitchen that she's actually doing. She didn't do much, and then put her phone number and her name. Put that she cooks African food and all that. Finish. She put African and Calabar and Akwa Ibom foods. That's what she did. Wrote everything. Someone designed it for her in the computer. She went and did photocopies. It wasn't too nice, but it announced her. It helped her. This girl is a millionaire today, and I'm not joking. She's a millionaire, like millionaire in millions. As we are talking, she's a landlady. She bought a house. She might be watching what I'm actually saying. If you're watching, in case you're watching, Rita, kudos to you, and we thank God you survived. She advertised in WhatsApps and all that. I was part of the advertisement and all that, because I was part of the person who actually helped to design the flyer she actually did, and then she advertised on my WhatsApp groups and all. So right now she's still doing the cooking, and she's making her own personal visa and all that. So it's way better. It's way better. She's actually in Uma Queen. So if you equally need a contact, I can give you, for in case you need uh, to go into the same field. She's in Queen, and that's where she actually cooks right now. That's where she sells her food. So you can imagine she's not in Sharjah, she's not in Abu Dhabi, and she's not in Dubai. So she's in Queen. That's where she cooks from. So that's it, guys. Alfred, you say, please, I want to ask if Dubai has open work permit. Okay, I've answered this before. Alfred, there is no official ban on Nigerians on a work permit. You should know that. But then some people are still having that issue of renewing their visa. Currently, there is no work permit that is we have received. We have not received any new work permit renewal for the Nigerians who are working. That being said, the partnership visa is well going for Nigerians. So for those who can afford it, they can actually go for that. Please, guys, thank you for liking the video. Thanks very much for liking the video. Thank you for sharing. For those of you who are sharing the videos, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you have not shared the video, share it, copy the link and share to your WhatsApp group or WhatsApp friends or Facebook so they can join us and learn more. This video will be available on this uh, it will be available on this channel. In case you want to scroll back, we have talked about so many things. We talked about free jobs that are available. They are recruiting, companies are recruiting from UK, free sponsorship jobs. You don't need to buy your flight ticket. The company will buy your flight tickets for you once you qualify for the job. On the interview they're going to give you, just apply. Google uh, just Google sponsorship, fully sponsored jobs UK tier 2. Tier 2 is TIER 2. Just Google it and then it will give you a list of companies. It encompasses every field at all, any field. So if you can, they will give accommodation, they will give flight, free visa, and all. The company will take care of everything for you. So it's just for you to pass the interview. Senator wear and Ankara, which sells faster? My dear, both actually sells. Both, but if you ask me, I will ask you to go for Senator. You understand? But Ankara, people still like touches of Ankara, so you go with a little of Ankara and then the Senator wears. The Senator wears, which actually has that more, has more mature outlook. Viewers, where are you going? Wait, I'm sure he will answer our questions. So it's okay. They are here, my dear. They are here. We're actually increasing. What you guys don't actually notice, if you go back to the videos, we actually get more views when we actually finish the video. There are people who are actually who actually come back to watch the videos once they go back home. We actually end this video early, quite early. But the reason I end it quite early is because I have a time frame too, so I do things when it is time. I have to end it. You understand? I have to end it. That is why I equally have a time for starting. You understand? So some people are actually coming box to like ask me if I could extend on the time. If I could, I will. But if I can't, I really can't. Things are actually planned here. You understand? Most people actually get back to work. I end it 6 p.m. here. Normally 6 p.m. or 6:10 or 6:15 sometimes, depending on if you guys are answering question or if I exhaust what I have. Sometimes it's like that. And then another thing is those times that people actually come back between 6 to like 8, they normally come to ask, and I don't know what to tell them because they say they really want to be live on the video and they would like to ask questions. But I will be like, just ask your question, I will get to answer. But then we know that it's always better for you to be live and then you ask so that others, as I'm answering, others will learn too. I would like to have the person contact, bro, about the mobile phones. Uh, Depends. Who chat me up on Facebook, on what's his name? Facebook, my WhatsApp. Sorry, it's Facebook Messenger. The name is Pascal Emmy. Just chat me up and then we'll talk about it. and then you can actually go for the person as the person is in Dubai. And must I be in Dubai Emirates before I can buy cheap phones and send? I'm in Rasakema. That's what I said. You can chat the person up. You talk with the person, and then you tell the person the kind of phones you actually need to push or move back home. By then, you must have gotten somebody back home that will maybe market them for you, a trusted person that can market them for you. The place I am sending you, you can equally get people who can help you send it back home. You can equally get your own contacts to help you send it back home. But it's always better if you can use normal courier people like DHL, or there's another one there, ABC. You can use them to send your stuff back home. So you can agree with the person. Once you agree with the person, send them. You can browse online for the type of phones you want. You agree, he will tell you how much. You tell him the quantity you want. Especially when you want to buy in quantity, they are supposed to reduce the price for you. That is how you make your money too. So when you come around, you're coming on that day is for you to test the phones and to make sure, see the how good or bad they are. You understand? So sometimes they give you, there's the one they call like dots, the one that have dots and the one that doesn't have dots, something like that. So you check the ones you can send back, you can send home or not. You understand? So that's it. Those are the kind of things. On that day, you can buy everything, pay for it, and then you package it with the people who are sending back home. They send it back home for you. It's as easy as that. So you can do it even doesn't just take a day off from work. You can do all these things. I'm on overstay, bro. I'm afraid of moving around, especially coming to Dubai for business. All these things you are actually saying. First of all, Rasakema is not this. Are you crossing the border, Rasakema? Are you crossing the Abu Dhabi border? Let me know. 'Cause I don't think you're crossing the Abu Dhabi border now. Are you? Even at that, so many persons are crossing uh once you have your what is it called, PCR. Once you have your PCR, so people are actually going, people who are on overstay are actually going to the embassy to go and do their uh what is it called, visa, sorry, passport, international passport renewal. So if they are going through if they are passing through the border, so why not you? Why not? It is just people who are just afraid, people who are just afraid unnecessarily. Down here in Dubai, nobody cares about all this overstay stuff. The only thing is, don't go and stay where there is maybe all these trouble guys and all that. Don't go and stay where they are chasing people, or don't go and stay where they are drinking illegally, selling alcohol illegally, or those kind of things. When they see so many black guys clustered and all that, they tend to believe that something bad might be going on. So excuse yourself from such places. You will not have any issues. Another thing is this: people don't know that in a room, it is a law here that in a room you can't stay more than either 4 or 5. You understand? So for those bed spaces that are crowded, sometimes they just go inside there and then pick you guys. They arrested you without even telling you what you did, but you don't know. They just write it on paper there, overcrowding in a room. You won't know. It is against the law for you to stay more than 5 in a room, especially depending on the size of the room. People are violating that. So if they're leaving you, they're just leaving you for just no reason. Just they just want to leave you. So for some people that they arrest and you don't know why they arrested you, it might be because of this overcrowding. So when next you want to rent a place, you should always know the number of persons. I know it is not easy, guys. I know it's not easy, but then I'm telling you, this is the information I have to give you. It's overcrowding is actually against the law here in the UAE, so you should know that. What else? I am interested in the WhatsApp group. How can I join? Mr. Victor, I said before, just chat me on Facebook. Chat me on Facebook at Pascal Enemy. Pascal Emmy is my name. Pascal Emmy. Pascal, then EMI. Chat me there. I will be able to link you up on the group, and then you can do your thing. Isha, why are you writing and deleting? And another African queen. Lagos has a fast-paced vibe, which I like. Is Dubai fast or laid back? When you come, you will see, my dear. When you come, you will see. You will see it when you come, my dear. Yes, it has. It has. Like Dubai is always moving. Dubai is always on the move, and people don't stop traveling until the train stops. The train normally stops around that kind of. For some days, it stops by 1 a.m. Some days it's maybe 12 a.m. or something. You understand? And then resumes by like 5 a.m. in the morning. So, my dear, it is quite a fast paced place. You when you enter this thing, and then the only thing is it is advanced, and the amenities are way better over here. If you follow the morning rush, if you are caught up by the morning rush or evening rush, like coming back from work and all that, you will understand. The only thing is everything is more organized, and everybody respects themselves, and depending on where you are, you don't want to do anything, so it's a safe place, and nobody wants to you can see someone stepping on you, and they're saying sorry immediately. I'm not saying that you will not get people who are rude. You will, but not as much as we get back home. I am enjoying this Q&A sessions. You're welcome, Ishe. You're welcome. If you have questions, ask so that people will learn. Once I answer, people are learning. I still have maybe a couple of things to share, but Ishe, in case you guys join late and you don't know, thank you for sharing the videos, and thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for the likes. In case you're just joining, we have a topic that we introduced earlier. Is it better to marry someone who is here, who you met here in abroad, or back home, or go back home? Should you go back home to get a wife, or you should get a wife here? For the ladies, is it better to get a man here to get married to, or to go back home? Is it better? Which one is better, guys? Thank you for the likes, and thank you for sharing. Okay, and another African will say, I mean, hope Dubai is vibrant too. Dubai is well vibrant. Everything depends on the job you are doing too, and the life you want to cover for yourself. You understand? It depends on what you actually want. Dubai is well lit. So there are places you can go around, places you can. As time goes on, I am going to be going to those places, and I'm going to be bringing you guys vlogs, even if you are here, so you guys will know places you can go around. There are places like uh, there are clubs actually. If you, in case you're a clubbing person, there are clubs, and I think most of the clubs you can actually take your alcohol there, and then back there are other places like parks, like Miracle Garden, the computer village, sorry, the global village, these places are parks, very big. They are well big and well known. There's of course the Burj Arabs, Burj Khalifa, areas like that, Dubai Mall, places you can go and sit around, have fun. There's also the current events which is going on, still going on. It will end by end of March, the Expo 2020. Although you have to get so most times you have to get tickets for these places, for Dubai Mall and the uh, Burj Khalifa. You don't really need this, except you want to enter the Burj Khalifa. When you want to enter the Burj Khalifa and enter, like, go around there, that is when you will need that's when you will need to pay. You will need to get a ticket for that. Sorry guys, my microphone is behaving. So that's it. That's it about that. Dubai is well vibrant. You don't need to. you are going to get tired of that. Abiola, you said, hello, bro. Please share your Facebook link below so that we can reach you. Someone seems to be using your name. I don't know which one is yours. Pascal Emmy, Pascal. I can't share at the moment. I can share later, but I always prefer when you find me yourself. There's a reason why putting links and all that can make people do funny things. Thank you for sharing the video. Juliet is saying you have not liked this video. Juliet, latecomer, Juliet, latecomer, you have not shared this video. Share this video and give this video a like. Please, guys, do so. So he said someone seems to be using my name. Abiola, what I will tell you to do, look at this cap. Look at this cap. I'm putting on this cap on the particular account or Facebook account that I actually named Pascal Emmy. And then you will see a cloth that I'm putting on. The t-shirt I'm putting on is written Nike, has Nike written on it with this cap. That's what you will see. And then if you can't find that, look for me, my page. Look for my page. My page is Pascal's Corner. Pascal's Corner or Pascal Agos Corner. Just look for, type any of this name, Pascal Agos Corner. Just normal spelling. Pascal, Pascal. Then inverted comma S, which is Pascal's. Agu, Agu. Agu. Then the corner is Corner. That's my page on Facebook. It's a new one though. There's nothing much there. I'm still going to develop. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you are late, Juliet. It's up, Mr. Mustafa. You're welcome, Mustafa. Can Nigeria apply for working permit now or renew? We have answered this before, but we're still going to answer it again. There is no official ban for Nigerians living in the UAE as regards work permit. There is no official ban, but a few persons are still having difficulties in renewing their work permits, and is which is actually in return affecting their visa, their company actually prolonging or getting their visas renewed. They are still having that case. It is still lingering. Yes, it is still there. They have not actually solved that issue, which is why we still present the option of partnership visa. If you can do it, then you go for it. Ishe, thank you for replying on that. You said marry wherever you find love, home or abroad. Just make sure you are ready and you both are compatible. Ishe, you should go yesterday. You should go to our yesterday answer and then maybe answer that question. I wish you were here or something. I don't know if you were here that yesterday. Did you answer about? I would like to know. I would love to know what you actually your thoughts. Okay, someone should go and marry where they are okay, the both marry who you are. Make sure the both of you are compatible, and then you can marry home or abroad. Okay, if you say so, make sure you are ready. If you mean by getting ready, what do you mean? Is it by way of finance? Is it financially ready, or maybe ready to settle down, like physically? Is that what you mean? Juliet is saying, I'm sorry. I like the video already. You're welcome. Don't mind me. Chika Joy. Hey, Chika Joy is here finally. Chika Joy, Kani, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, please, someone above 40 to 41, can the person still get job as an CNA in Dubai? It doesn't mean your age doesn't actually mean anything. Your age doesn't mean anything at all. 40, 41, 50, you can. The only thing is if a few of it depends on the or what do I call it now? It depends on the particular uh, hospital or clinic or health facility that wants to recruit you. Some of them might actually prefer younger people, you understand, but it doesn't mean that someone who's quite older will not get the job. You understand? Someone who's uh, old as 40 can still get the job very much well, very much well. They believe, some of these hospitals believe that people who are older actually have they know the value of being responsibility. You know, some of these facility homes which actually take care of old people. I was reading on rather I was listening to one news documentary yesterday. It was in USA. So they actually recorded that, so in an elderly home, some of the elderly people there died because of negligence, and this is something that you'll be taught as a CNA. You'll be taught that as a CNA, negligence is very severe. It's a very bad thing for you if you neglect your clients or your people who you are supposed to be working with or taking care of. It is against the law, and you will be prosecuted for that as a CNA. So that is one of the things. If you're working as a CNA, you are always assigned about, depending on where you're working, and you can assign like maybe 5 persons or six, sometimes 10 persons for you to take care of every day. Each day you come to work, you make sure these 10 persons are actually taken care of. When your shift is over, the next person comes in and takes over from you. And when each of your shifts are ending, you normally record things. You normally record, get to have some things, kind of, you put down a record of how you actually did your shift, so that the next person will take over. When they are done, they put down a recordings too, because you're going to be taking vital signs and all that. Okay, okay, ready financially. I believe I have answered your question at Chika Joy. Okay, Ishe, you're late. Yes, you are. Don't be late tomorrow again. Ready financially, emotionally, and all. Okay, ready financially, emotionally, and all. Ishe, that's our stuff yesterday. Our topic yesterday stated that, is it better to actually get to do? I just want you to answer this. Is it better to get to do traditional marriage for a guy who actually is getting, he has saved 15,000 dirham. He saved 15,000 dirham here. So he wants to marry this lady, and then the lady said that they should go back home and then do the introduction, the traditional marriage, and the wedding. You understand? Considering the amount of money the guy has, and considering the fact that back home, our own people, before you finish everything, maybe everything will be around 2 million, going to 2 point something, if not, depending on the background of the girl, where the girl is from. So what do you think? There's an option. The second option is for them to just send some money back home, and then they get to do some things like pay some bride price on the girl's head. Then they can legalize themselves by way of going to the court, pay small money, and get marriage certification here. Then they keep hustling for some years, and then maybe they can go back home later and do the wedding and do the traditional marriage. Which one do you prefer? Which one would you prefer? I hope you got what I'm saying at Ishe. I'm asking you this because you said ready financially, so I want to get you to know. Yeah, just feel free, answer what you actually want to answer. So Juliet, you said, in my own opinion, marry in the country you are domiciled. It makes it easier. To know yourselves better. Most times long distance relationships comes with a lot of challenges, a whole lot of challenges. I don't know how they do it, but I don't see myself doing this long distance of a thing. Like some people, some men who actually try, they really try for real. They really try. I give it up to the guys that actually get to marry and then their wives are back home. I know it's not easy, but oh God, you guys are very strong, very strong. But maybe you already made up your mind and all that. I don't see myself getting married and leaving my wife back home. I'm not blaming anybody for doing it or anything, but you guys are dope. You guys are strong for doing so. whatever reasons you have. So that's one of the things. So one of the things I need to drop your question, guys. You can drop your questions or maybe your contributions according to the topic. According to the topic we are actually giving. Uh, Distances, marriage, the distance relationship, all those distance relationship. I don't know how you guys are, and you guys do that. Idea. I don't even want to go into it. Thanks, Juliet, for contributing. So what I want to talk about next on my list is single and multiple entry visas. Single and multiple entry visas. Single and multiple entry visas are what maybe some of you guys don't know. There is a They normally state it on your visit visa, on that paper for your visit visa. When it's printed out, you normally see single entry tourist visa, single entry, that's kind of thing, you understand. So it means you can only enter only once. It means you can only enter only once and then you go out. When it is multiple entry visa, if it is multiple entry visa, it means you can come in and go, come in and go back again. But multiple entry visas is normally maybe like it means you can go in and come and go back. That actually translates to the fact that you have to be within that. If it is multiple entry visa of 3 months, it means you can come in, go out, then come in again, then go out. That is why it is multiple entry. You understand? So another thing is, that is why if it is single, you can only come in once and go back. The reason I'm saying this is that somebody actually asked yesterday that he has a visit visa that he wants to go home, but the visa is still counting, and he wants to go home and come back. So I just told him, I just said, what did they write? Did they write on your visa there? Did they write single or something? He couldn't identify, so I told him to just send me his the visa. He forwarded it to me. I saw single entry permit, so I just told him it's a single entry, so that means he cannot go out and come back. When he wants to come back, he will have to get another visa again. You understand? So if it is multiple entry, if you know you want to come in and then go back and all that, you can maybe get, like, if it is possible, get like 6 months multiple entry visas if it is possible, or you get multiple entry for 3 months if it is possible for you, so that you can go back, come in, come back again, go back home, and then come in back. Thank you guys for liking the videos. Thank you for all of you who are sharing. Thank you very much. I agreed with your option of waiting till they have saved enough to do the celebration. Okay, Isha. Okay, if you say so. Everybody's now forming good girl, Abby. You people will now say, you not say your mind now. You better say your mind though. Better say your mind. Say your mind, guys. Say your mind. Say your mind. Maybe you might jam one of the people here. So one of the things, that is one of the things I actually have set up for you guys here. Thank you for sharing the link. We might be ending the live anytime soon because it's already past 6. As quick as I finish what I'm actually here for, I actually have passport renewal for Nigerians. Even if I finish saying this, I think I should say it tomorrow again. Passport renewal for Nigerians. Sorry, it is coming late. From someone who actually, initially we are hearing that it's going to take you about 720 dirhams to actually, 700 or 720 dirhams to actually renew your passport. But from someone who actually went day before yesterday to do his capturing at Abu Dhabi, he actually got to pay a total of like 950 dirhams. But there is also a catch to this. So the reason why I actually told everyone, uh, always try to get to apply for your passport renewal on time. So what we are hearing is, if you come late and they know that your passport is almost expired, you understand, or maybe it has expired, they are going to take more money from you. They are going to be taking more money from you. So that's it. So it's better to get to renew when you are quite still when you still have time, start from 7 months. And your visa is like 8 months, 7 months, you can apply, because sometimes it might take 2 months for your visa to come out. Sorry, for your passport to come out. You understand? So you won't get into it. You cannot apply for a visa if your passport is less than 6 months. Your visa, when you apply for a visa, it will be denied. It will not come out. So you don't get to go into overstay, especially for those who are on visit visa. So I think on that note, we should be ending this live. Also, remember, there's a slot. There is a link for getting to apply before you can go there at the embassy. So you can check my video yesterday at the description link, at the description section of box. You can see the link for booking a slot if you want to go to the Nigerian embassy for your passport. So you click on the link and then you can book a slot. You wait. Once you book the slot, the day, you wait for their confirmation. Once they will send you a message telling you the day they will be ready for you. Don't go before that day. And before you go, if you're going and you're outside of Abu Dhabi, make sure you do your PCR. On that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, and same station. Love you guys and take care of you. Bye.